This is my first 4K video. I didn't know my phone was capable of it, but I'm gonna test it out and see how much it works. Man, it looks nice. There's no blur when I'm moving. But I'm making this video. See if I can zoom out a little bit. No, can't. I thought it was a little too zoomed in. So my everyday thing I do every morning, if I got the house to myself, I listen to music on both my JBLs. This is the Flip 5. This is the Flip 6. I originally got the Flip 5, but I wanted the Flip 6 because the Flip 5 Party Boost mode does not work on older models. So I got the Flip 6 and it works with this one. So that's one of my daily routines. Before we get to that one, I usually wake up and get dressed. I take my medication for the day. My medication is also known my sensor bar, because without my medication, I cuss a lot sometimes. I still do, but not as much when I don't have my medication. And then I go over to my knife collection. Like for instance, I posted that today's my EDC is my double action OTF knife. I have put in a notification thing in at Blade HQ saying notify me when Microtech, the Desert Warrior, I think that's what it is, OTF knife comes out. I put it in for both of them, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to get. Depending on which one comes in stock first. Hang on. Yeah, depending on which one comes in stock first, that's probably the one I get. But right now they're out of stock. The Swiss Army knife with the donut design here, so I'm not confusing people. This is Kalashnikov. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Automatic knife. Sorry, I had to open up away from me. This is Kalashnikov automatic by Boker. This is a Desert Warrior. This is another one of my favorite EDCs. Surprisingly, I can close it with one hand because it is a 2X. It's an extra large knife. I had problems with it at first. Like some things were loose on it. If you listen. It's not going to do it now. There's something loose in there. I think it's the button, but I could be wrong. I mean, I have the tools to tighten the screws and stuff like that. Yeah, I have the tools because in my my desk here, my messy desk, I keep tools in there. I have outside tools and I have inside tools. I wouldn't show right now because my room is kind of a mess. But Microtech has a Desert Warrior. Is it called a Desert Warrior on Microtech? I don't know, but especially it looks like a donut. So I really want one of those. Those are about $400, and hopefully my taxes come in soon so I can get one. I always wanted a Microtech. It's been one of my dream knives. Also the Orlock, something like that. Gravity knife. I always wanted a gravity knife too. I always told my sister, I says, if you ever want to bribe me to get you out of trouble, just order me this gravity knife that's like $300. Never got it though. Anything else I do? Everything else I do mostly when I wake up. If I do have the house to myself, sometimes I listen to music until I get bored of it. Other times I will play video games until somebody gets here. Because sometimes I don't know why my breath. Sometimes playing video games when people are here is kind of difficult. Because me and my friends, we get riled up sometimes. And we'll just start like cussing and everything. And my roommate doesn't like that, so he has disabilities like me, but I can't talk about him. But other times, if I'm not playing my games or listening to music, I'm watching something on YouTube. Or I'm watching, some people are going to get mad at this. I do try to watch Velma. I think personally it's a good show. It's more on the adult side, which we're all adults now. Like, why can't we enjoy adult version of Scooby-Doo, I should say. Like, we had a kind of a certain adult one, the live action one when they were on that island. But we were all young to know all the dirty jokes in that one. My other thing I do in the morning, if I remember, is I call my grandma. She expects me to call her every morning. I've been doing that for 10 years now. Probably longer than that. But I have, ever since my grandpa passed away, I always kept in touch with her. Me and my grandma, we used to bump heads a lot because I used to have very bad outbursts of anger, and I would bump heads with my grandma, but now we're best buddies. My grandma is probably one of the most important lady to me. I'm very protective of her. The whole family knows that if someone tries to hurt her, the first person they're gonna meet is probably either my dad or me, depending on where she is. If it's down here or in Michigan, if she's in Michigan and someone hurts her, it's gonna be my dad. If she's down here where I'm at in Indiana, and we're getting done and somebody messes her, yeah, I would need bail money. I'm very protective. My grandma has taught me a lot. She taught me sidewalk rule. If anybody knows what the sidewalk rule is, you're awesome. If you don't know it, I highly recommend you look it up. I'll say a little bit of it. Sidewalk rule is the lady is always walking. The lady is walking on the side where the street isn't. So the man's always walking on the street side, and the lady's always walking on the building side. So I even do that to my workers, my workmates. Some of them are women. I personally know how to defend myself, and some of my workmates do know how to defend themselves. But me being how I was raised to be a gentleman, I do it anyways. It was like last year we taken down some shrubs that were overgrown that just need to be taken out. Some guy came up mad because we took them out, and he was getting frustrated. And the closest person he was next to was one of my workmates, and I put myself between him and her. So if he would have swing, it would have hit me first. just saying the rule I grew up on and knew is let the person hit you 3 times, and then you're allowed to fight back because it's actually self-defense. If they hit you 3 times, you can self-defend yourself. Throw hands too. It's totally legal. You just gotta let them land 3 hits on you, and then you can fight back. But you didn't hear that from me. I'm sorry this camera's so shaky. I'm holding with my left hand. Well, it should be both my hands. I have things like can't even talk. I have what my mom has. We have shaky hands. It's not Parkinson or something like that. It's just something that we have. My brother has the worst. He got out of the Marine Corps, but yeah, he was actually a sharpshooter. He got 2 different medals in boot camp of sharpshooter. Crazy because his hands are always shaking, and plus he was a mechanic, so it's crazy. But yeah, my normal day in the life of Home Alone, I really don't do much. That's why I'm making this video, because I really don't do much except listen to music, watch TV, or play video games, or play a game on my phone, or I go and look around on Amazon, see, hey, this looks cool, or something like that, or I go look at knives. Yeah. Other than that, really don't do nothing. So, so far this video is holding up, so I'm not going to push my luck anymore. So, see you later. Hopefully this thing stays in this configure. I have problems with it staying vertical when I upload it, so hopefully it's fine. I do notice my phone getting very warm. I'm not sure if that's because it's doing 4K, so because it's trying to do more power, so I don't know. See ya.